붉게 변한 하늘 위로 손이 뻗어 예쁘다 해도 너를 떠올려 꿈속에 Everything's gonna be alright 힘든 일이 와도 이겨낼 거야 Everything's gonna be alright 언제나 옆에 있을 테니까
The first opinion is that, I don't like Mina. This is about AOA's Mina. I'm not a huge hardcore fan of AOA, but I do like a lot of their songs. IDK the members' names except Mina because of the scandal, and Jimin because of the scandal in her bop song Hallelujah. The reason why I don't like Mina, is because she's a liar and she painted herself as a victim, and painted Jimin as a villain. I understand she has mental health issues, and tried to take her own life. But that doesn't excuse her of her actions and what she's done. I watched Everglow Up's eye-opening video, how AOA Mina assassinated Jimin's reputation, and that made me change my views and thoughts on Mina. If I didn't know of this video's existence, or knew of its existence but didn't believe it, I would be supporting Mina because I know that being bullied especially for a long time, is traumatizing. But with Mina lying a lot and stuff, it's hard for me to believe how much Jimin bullied Mina, or if Jimin even bullied Mina and maybe Jimin didn't at all and this was all a lie made by Mina, IDK. I just want Mina to get help. Why isn't she getting help? Why did she say she was gonna go off social media and focus on herself and then deactivated her account, but soon came back? I believe she's being offered help, but she's not taking it. I wish she would just become a better person and I just wish that Jimin came back to K-pop and both of them are friends again. I worry more about Jimin than Mina. The next opinion is that, I don't like DDU-Do. It's probably Blackpink's worst title track ever, in their discography. I kinda already said this 1,000 times before but I don't like DDU-Do. It may be the song that got Blackpink worldwide popularity, but it didn't win me over. I was already a Blink before this song. I discovered Blackpink at debut. When I first heard this song, I was shocked at how they switched up their sound, but then it got boring pretty fast. The only parts I liked are the pre-choruses, the bridge, Lisa's look in her solo rap part, and Rosé's swing scene. That's all. This song is okay for me now. But on a positive note, it still makes a good song to use in mashups though. The next opinion is that, Pretty Savage, God's Menu, Thunderous, and Mafia in the Morning were bad title tracks. Even though I don't like girl crush or badass concepts or concepts like these are similar to these, I still love a lot of songs from this concept. But these 4 songs in particular are not good at all. I stan ITZY and Blackpink but I don't stan Stray Kids yet, because of scary toxic stays who still hate on Woojin. But even then I keep up with Stray Kids music. I didn't like Thunderous. It was just as boring as God's Menu. I checked Stray Kids' new album No Easy, and liked a lot of their B-sides more. My favorite on the album was Secret Secret. Thunderous is one of those songs with a noise beat drop and no proper chorus, and the beat drop is not a nice one. Same for Pretty Savage and God's Menu. I thought the rapping in Thunderous in the first verse just sounded like them saying random things at the top of their head or something. It didn't sound nice. I didn't like the MV for Thunderous either. It looked like it was a lot more dance performance than an actual MV, kinda like Everglow first, which kinda made me wonder if JYP put any effort into the MV, like they did the effects. As for God's Menu, it's the same reason as Thunderous, a noisy, not so nice beat drop chorus. I only accept beat drop choruses if it doesn't seem like it'll hurt your brain, or if it has a soft beat drop or an upbeat beat drop that is not too loud and you're hurting. The only parts of God's Menu that were good was the singing pre-chorus. For Mafia in the Morning, I liked the MV a lot, but the song was okay to me. Similar to God's Menu, I only liked the singing pre-chorus. I also liked the singing bridge. The rest of it is meh. But on a positive note, the English version is nicer to listen to. And lastly, for Pretty Savage, it's the same reason as God's Menu and Thunderous, with a not so nice chorus. I didn't like some people saying that this should have been a title track, because if it was so, then we wouldn't get the masterpiece Lovesick Girls to shine in the spotlight, and we would have gotten DDU Do Part 3, because we already had gotten 2 previous ones. All these songs are bad for me, mainly because of their noisy instrumentals, and some of the rap parts. Besides that, Thunderous is the only one in this opinion whose MV I didn't like. The next opinion is that BTS's English music is average. I've already talked about this before, but let me say it again. I kinda liked Butter, but that was it. The remix with Megan Thee Stallion was fire though. So back to the opinion. BTS's English music is average. Their English lyrics aren't as good as their Korean or Japanese lyrics, and I feel like they're just making these fun English bops for people to stream and such. I don't hate their English songs or their pronunciations, or them releasing English tracks. I just think their English music is not up to par with their Korean music and/or Japanese music. Like if you take their Korean songs like Butterfly, On, Blood, Swear and Tears, or their Japanese songs like Film Out, Your Eyes Tell, Stay Gold. You can see how amazing those are, but I cannot say the same for their English tracks. I don't think their English tracks are bad per se, just not amazing as compared to their songs in other languages. I just think BTS should step it up a bit when it comes to making English music. They should try better with their lyrics like they do their Korean and Japanese lyrics, and make their English music like they're making their other language songs. The last opinion is that, I hate, like legit hate the word flops and iconic, and I think these words are stupid things in K-pop and shouldn't even exist. Like people always use the word flops to hate on other groups, and there are people who even misuse the word flops, and use it to hate on smaller company groups because their songs have low views or their MV isn't on par with bigger groups or their songs aren't super high quality. As for the word iconic, I don't like it. I don't like the word iconic, mainly because people always focus so much on iconic bop K-pop songs nowadays, they forget that other non-iconic songs exist that are actually good. Especially when it comes to ballads nowadays, people don't focus on those too. I made an unpopular opinions once and I talked about ballads not being appreciated as much anymore, and gave an example of Like Water by Wendy, and someone commented that Like Water wasn't an iconic ballad like Whitney Houston, and it was boring. That comment made me so mad, and it showed me that there are people out there who don't appreciate music and want iconic everything. I really hate these two words. I just wished these were removed from K-pop stan vocabulary, so people would learn to appreciate groups and not call them flops, and learn to appreciate songs without having to want iconic all the freaking time. It's annoying.
Here is my mind, so sweet, sweet again.